Good morning students. This is 11th standard botany video class, video 7. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson reproductive morphology. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen different world of a flower, different types of a flower, plant sex, that is hermaphroditic, unisexual, bisexual and polygamous flower. Then we have seen male reproductive sex organ, that is androecium. The single unit of the androecium is known as stamen. Stamen which consists of three parts. A stalk is known as filament. At the tip the globose structure known as anther lobe. Both of them connected by a connective tissue. Then we have seen fusion of stamen. It is divided into two types. Connate, that means the stamen which is fused with among themselves, that is connation. Adnation, which means the stamen which is fused with other floral parts, is known as adnation or adnate. This connation divided into three types: adelphi, syngenesious and synandrous. First one, adelphi. The filament of the stamens alone fuse together and the stamens are free. So based upon the number of bundle, it is divided into monoadelphi. The filaments are fused together to form a one bundle. Diadelphi, filaments are fused together to form a two bundle. Example, Fabaceae family. Then polyadelphous, filaments of the stamen fused together to form more than two bundle or many bundle, that is polygamous. Next one, syngenesious. Here the anther lobes are connate together, filaments are free. Example, Astraceae family members. Next one, synandrous. Both filaments and anther lobes are connate together, that is said to be synandrous. So those are all the different types of connation. Dear students, up to this only we have seen the previous video class. Now we are going to see another type of fusion of stamen, that is adnate or adnation. Dear students, before going to see the adnation, the connation type of last two, that is syngenesious. See the diagram. Filaments are at the base, they are free, which is green in color. At the tip the yellow color anther lobes are fused together or connate together. So this condition is known as synagenous type of connation. Then see the another diagram, it is a synandrous type, that is both filament as well as the anther lobe are fused together. See the arrow mark which are indicating it's said to be the synandrous type of stamen. Example, coccinea. What is a coccinea? I told you. It's a covaca. Okay. A flower of the covaca. So this is said to be the syngenesious and synandrous type of flowers with the stamen fusion. Next we are going to see adnation. So what is adnation? Fusion of stamen with the other floral parts of a flower is known as adnation. First one, epipetalous type of adnation. Epipetalous, that means stamen fused with petal. What is petal? I told you in the class. Individual unit of an corolla is known as petal, isn't it? So see that one. Androecium is the third word. Corolla is the second word. The stamen of an androecium, which are fused with the petal of a corolla, is known as epipetalous stamen or petalostaminous flower. Epipetalous flower or petalostaminous flower. See the definition. Stamens are adnate to petals. Example, brinjal and datura. So brinjal, we all know that one. Datura means umatambu. Another one, episepalous. Sepal, what is that one? Individual unit of a calyx, isn't it? Here, the stamens of a flower is adnate with the sepal of a calyx. See, calyx is the first word, isn't it? Then third word is the androecium. The androecium unit is stamen. The stamen is fused with the individual unit of a sepal. That means, calyx is known as sepal. That is said to be episepalous. See the definition. Stamens are adnate to sepals. Example, gravelia. A common name is silver oak. Dear students, see the diagram. The yellow color portion is said to be the petal of a flower, that is datura, umatambu. Then at the center, the pale yellow or white color, it's said to be antherlobe with the filaments. So these antherlobe and filaments, which are attached to the petal of a flower, is known as epipetalous stamen. Another one, epitepalous. Dear students, what is tepal? I told you in the class, in some of the plants, the flower which contains only two whorls, other whorls are absent, or it may be modified into another form, is known as perianth. That flower is known as imperfect flower. Any one of the flower whorl is absent, that flower is known as imperfect flower. In some of the plants, the calyx and the corolla, first whorl and the second whorl, is absent, or they may be modified into a leaf-like organ, is known as perianth, which is always green in color. In some of the plants, it may be colored region. A modified form of calyx and corolla is known as perianth. The individual unit of a perianth is known as tepal. T-E-P-A-L, tepal. So, the tepal of a perianth is fused with the stamen, is known as epitepalous or epiphyllous. Dear students, epipetalous, episepalous, epitepalous. Three of them are very, very important. 2 mark question. Write a short notes on adnation of a stamen is the important 5 mark question. The epitepalous example is asphodelus and asparagus plant. Dear students, the adnation of the stamen is divided into 4 types. One is we have seen Episepalous or epipetalous, one type. Another one, epitepalous. Third one, gynostegium. And the fourth one is the pollinium. The two types you already seen that one. Stamen attached with petal, epipetalous. Stamen adnate with sepal, episepalous. That is the one type. The second type is stamen adnate with tepals. What is tepal? Individual unit of a perianth. That is known as epitepalous, second type. Third one, gynostegium. That means the stamen which is adnate with the stigma of a gynoecium, which forms the gynostegium. Example, Calotropis and Orchidaceae family members. Calotropis means erkambu. In this Calotropis flower, the stigma of a gynoecium is adnate with stamens. That is said to be gynostegium. Another one, pollinium. Is a very, very important 2-mark question. What is pollinium? In some of the family members, the pollen grains which is present in the androecium, all the pollen grains are united together or fused together as a single mass, that is known as pollinium. See the first diagram, it is the gynostegium. Example, Calotropis erkambu. What is gynostegium? The stigma and the stamen of a flower connate together or fused together. See the second diagram, it is the pollinium. That means a powdery, yellow color powdery substance which is present inner side of the anther lobe is known as pollen grains. These pollen grains are fused together to form a single mass is known as pollinium. Example, see the picture here. So that is said to be pollinium. So these are all the different types of adnation. Epitepalous or epipetalous. Second one, epitepalous. Third one, gynostegium. Fourth one, pollinium. Dear students, up to this we have seen androecium, fusion of the stamen, that is conation and adnation types. Now we are going to see another essential word, that is gynoecium. It is the female part of a flower. The gynoecium is otherwise known as pistil. The pistil, which consists of 3 parts, a basal portion, a oval shaped basal portion is known as ovary. At the tip of the ovary, a slender, that means straight, thread-like structure is known as, or a stalk-like structure is known as style. At the tip, they are having the oval shaped body is known as stigma. In this region only, the pollen grains which are transferred by wind, water or insects, these pollen grains are landed on a region of a gynoecium is known as stigma. In some of the plants, gynoecium, at the base of a ovary, a small stalk-like portion is there. That is known as stipe. Ovary with this stipe is known as stipitate ovary. see the diagram. At the base of the ovary, a small, short, stalk-like portion is there. That is said to be stipe. Ovary with the stipe is known as stipitate ovary. Next, carpel. I told you in the class, individual one of an gynoecium is known as carpel. The gynoecium, which consists of one or more carpels. The carpels may be not fused, or sometimes it may be fused, that means connate. That's why they are given here. Carpels may be distinct, means not fused, separately seen, or it may be fused, that is said to be connate. Dear students, I already told you, the gynoecium which consists of one or more carpels, based upon the number of carpels, they are divided into different types. First one, monocarpellary or unicarpellary. Mono means single, uni is also only one. A single carpel is known as monocarpellary. Example, Fabaceae family. Bicarpellary, that means they contains two carpels. Example, Rubiaceae family. Next one, gynoecium with three carpels, that is tricarpellary. Example, Cucurbitaceae. Dear students, if you are having cucumber in your home, please take a cucumber and use a knife to cut a portion. See at the center, you can able to see a three partition at the center of a cucumber. That is known as three carpels. Another one, gynoecium with four carpels, that is said to be tetracarpellary. Example, Lamiaceae. Next one, multicarpellary, that means gynoecium with many carpels, more than 4 carpels. That is known as multicarpellary. Example, Nymphaeaceae. Nymphea, that means lotus. Okay. Dear students, next we are going to see the ovary position. So first one, hypanthium is important, 2 mark question. What is hypanthium? So disc of a stamen is known as hypanthium. A fleshy, always look like flesh, which leaves here, elevated leaves here. Nectariferous cup-like thalamus is known as hypanthium. A fleshy, elevated, often nectariferous cup-like structure. Nectariferous means honey secreting. Cup-like thalamus. What is thalamus? I told you. Where the floral pods are located is known as thalamus. A fleshy, elevated, often nectariferous cup-like thalamus is known as hypanthium. Dear students, based upon the attachment of the ovary position is divided into 3 types. One is superior ovary, inferior ovary, and half inferior ovary. First one, superior ovary. It is a ovary with the sepal, petal and stamen are attached at the base of the ovary, or they are arising at the base of the ovary. The ovary is at the top. That is said to be superior ovary. Second one, the ovary with the sepal, petal and stamen are attached at the top or apex tip of the ovary is known as inferior ovary. That means ovary is at the base, other floral whorls are at the top. Then of inferior ovary, the ovary with sepal, petal and stamen or hypanthium, which is attached at the middle of the ovary, that is known as of inferior ovary. So those are all the different types of ovary based upon the position. Is a very, very important 3 mark and 5 mark question. Dear students, ovary position based upon the attachment of the floral parts with the ovary, they are divided into 3 types: superior ovary, inferior ovary and of inferior ovary. So this type of ovary which is present in the flower only, the flower with the superior ovary is known as hypogynous flower. Hypo, that means at the top of the other floral plots the ovary is located. That flower is said to be hypogynous flower. Okay. Next one, epigynous flower. What is epigynous flower? It is otherwise known as inferior ovary. That means a flower with inferior ovary is known as epigynous flower. Another one, perigynous. That means a flower with of inferior ovary is known as perigynous flower. So these are all the different types of flower based upon the position of a flower, ovary. Hypogynous, superior ovary; epigynous, inferior ovary; perigynous, of inferior ovary. Dear students, this epi-hypogynous and epi-perigynous is another division which is given here. That is, the sepal, petal and stamen are attached at the middle of the ovary. That is said to be of inferior or otherwise known as perigynous. Okay. Then epiperigynous means the hypanthium. What is hypanthium? The floral plots which are attached to the thalamus region, attached to the apex of an inferior ovary. What is inferior ovary? Epigynous, isn't it? So that is said to be epiperigynous. So these are all the different types of flower based upon the arrangement of a ovary position. So the hypogynous, epigynous and perigynous is very, very important 2 mark question. Hypogynous, example Malvaceae, because Malvaceae flower showing the superior ovary. Then Asteraceae, they are showing the inferior ovary, that is epigynous. Then last one is the perigynous. Dear students, up to this we have seen male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ and their conation and adnation. Then ovary position, different types of flower based upon the ovary position. Now we are going to see how to construct a floral diagram and floral formula. What is floral formula? It is a simple way to explain the features of a flower, salient feature of a flower. That means how many sepal is there, petal is there, how many number of stamens, then how many stigma is present there, what is the position of a ovary, what is a flower. So these are all the denoted in the form of a mathematical representation is known as floral formula. Another one, floral diagram. Based upon the floral formula, we are going to give the diagrammatic representation of a floral whorl is known as floral diagram. It represents how the floral whorls which are arranged one above another. The floral diagram which shows the number and arrangement of a bracteole. I told you what is bracteole. The individual unit of a epicalyx is known as bracteole. And the floral parts of a flower, fusion of a androecium, gynoecium, and overlapping of the floral parts and placentation. So placentation means a placenta is the tissue which is present inner side of the ovary. In this tissue region only, the ovules are attached. How they are attached in the placenta is known as placentation. Dear students, before going to take a cross section of a flower, that means we are going to divide the flower at median plane in two equal half. That median plane of a flower division is known as mother axis. The branch that bears the flower is called mother axis. What is that one? The branch that bears means in which branch the flower is produced. That branch is known as mother axis. The mother axis denoted as a symbol for dot, a black color dot. Dear students, like a north pole and south pole, the flower is also divided into through two sides. The side of the flower which are facing the mother axis, at the top only we are going to draw a mother axis, central median plane, okay, dot line, is known as the posterior side. What is that one? Posterior side. The side facing the bract, where is the bract? At the base of a pedicel, isn't it? I told you, a green color paired appendages, hair-like outgrowth, which is producing on either side of the pedicel, that means stalk of a flower, is known as bract. So the floral parts which are facing the bract is known as anterior side. So these are all the important points. You should know that one before going to draw a floral diagram and a floral formula. Dear students, up to this, we have seen what is gynoecium, then different parts of a gynoecium, then what is ovary. Based upon the ovary position, different types of ovary, superior, inferior and half inferior. The flower with a superior ovary is known as hypogynous flower. Flower with a inferior ovary is known as epigynous flower. The flower with a half inferior ovary is known as perigynous flower. Then we have seen what is floral formula and floral diagram. Before going to draw a floral diagram and floral formula, we have to divide the floral cross section into two sides. The floral parts facing the mother axis is known as posterior side. What is that one? Mother axis. A branch in which the flowers are produced is known as mother axis. The floral parts facing the mother axis known as posterior side. The floral parts which are facing the bract is known as anterior side. Up to this, we have seen in this video I hope have you all understood the topic taught in the video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.